Fresh Ones Park.
Hey, what's up? My name's Funeral, and you're watching Fresh Ones Park.
Let's go.
So when I was like 15, I used to go by another name, like Dream Culture or whatever, just making beats under that name. And then like my account got locked, and I was mad as hell. So I wanted to make another account, something edgy, like some edgy name. Originally it was like Young Ghost or something like that, but I thought that was dumb, so I just went with Funeral, because I was listening to like Bones and Suicide Boys and stuff like that. So I wanted like a whole different look. I didn't want to do like the whole sweet look, cute look anymore. I wanted to go with something darker sounding. And it's pretty much where my name came from, just picking an edgy name when I was 15. So North Carolina, pretty much been here since I was born. The people around here, some of them are cool, some of them are really cool, and then a lot of them are kind of racist in this area, and I kind of like try to stay away from that these days. Food's really good here. A lot of southern food. Sweet tea's crazy over here. Like, being in the South, the food here is fucking crazy. What else was that? Yeah, and the city's nice. It really just depends where you're at. Like, I live in like the more country area, so there's not a lot of like people and stuff around here. But you drive 2 hours to the east and you're at the beach, and then you drive 2 hours to the west and all of a sudden you're in the mountains. So it's a really cool area to live, and I like it. Okay, so like FiveM, I do play FiveM every now and then. It's really fun. I mean, from what I have played, there's like different types of servers. There's like PvP servers where you just like get in, customize your character, make them look like you. The clothes are really cool. There's like Balenciaga and all this crazy shit. There's like a bunch of Drain Gang shirts, in some of them, and like you just dress your character up, and you can either, in some servers you can role play and do all that shit, but mostly I just do like PvP servers, just like free roam servers. So that's pretty fun. I try to do that every now and then, but I tend to get on GTA 5 online on my computer, because I just like to just fuck around on there and be funny, and like like I'm a modder on there. I get my account banned a lot because I haven't paid for a mod menu, and I used to troll, so that's why my accounts would get banned. But I pretty much just go in there to chill, and like if there's people who are actually trying to like get money, I'll just help them and whatever. It's just really fun to play. It's a good way to like clear my mind. So I have a fuck ton of inspirations, but it's kind of even hard to name my top inspirations. Like, I just pull from my inspirations whenever I need them. And like for my last album, Super Plastic, Cyber was a big inspiration. But I was listening to him when his name was Syringe. I remember him hitting 1,000 followers. But like as far as other inspirations, definitely All My Friends, big inspirations to me. I like to listen to Nirvana a lot. I like Slipknot a lot, big inspiration to me, just how it all like sounds. And Soccer Mommy, a really good like alternative band, indie, I think some would say. But yeah, those are just some of my main inspirations. So depends what you're listening to. My music can really be all over the place. I like to be really diverse, and but the most notable things you can pull out from it are, there's a lot of dark tones to my music. I like my music to sound really like quote unquote evil. I really like that sound a lot. It's like one of my most popular sounds that most people know me by. But I do have like a lot of, but when I'm not like singing about like murder or whatever, killing, a a lot of my songs can be like a more of like it's like chill, but there's like a lot of, you know, sad references in there of like just, you know, overall sadness. I'm not sad anymore, I just have places to pull it from. So that would pretty much describe my music: murderous and very chill. Alright, so definitely like I can like pretty much make whatever I put my mind to, and that's what I've been doing. So like anytime somebody is like, oh, you're a hyperpop artist, I can never understand if they mean I only do a certain sound because they've never listened to me, or, you know, I don't know, because I came from the plug scene when I was only doing plug, and when I was transitioning doing different sounds, that's when I was, you know, was in like the early stages of the scene that we're in now, which is, you know, classified as hyperpop. But I mean, hyperpop itself isn't even necessarily a genre. It's more of like it's a good blanket term for artists who pretty much just make whatever they want, and it's definitely like another wave. It looks like a really big one of just artists doing themselves. There is like a hyperpop sound. I really don't make that much, but most of my stuff is like derivative of like plug, and there's probably other names for what I'm thinking of, but that's where it mainly comes from. Alright, so when I was coming up, I was dropping about every week, even last year, like all 2020. I was dropping about every week, and I guess now people see it as like, oh, you drop every week because you're in fear of like falling off, so you got to just drop every week. But I mean, honestly, you can just play it however you want, or whatever you feel comfortable with dropping. If you feel like dropping a project every month, if you feel like just dropping a song every month, I mean, whatever way you like to move with it is fine. I mean, it's all about just how you do it, and, you know, like, you'll create your fan base regardless on how you decide to move. And, you know, the way I moved was dropping every week, and that slowly got me a fan base. And now I only drop like every 2 weeks and take a break every so often. So I mean, truly, I think the best way to just like gain a fan base is just continue to you know, be somewhat consistent, and just do whatever you want. For, you know, in the long run, it'll pay out or pay off. So as far as like underground disses coming from the plug scene, or at least, you know, making music in that area, I would see them all the time, and I always thought they were really cool. Like, you know, seeing artists diss each other on music, and those are like really like hard. I think they're cool, and, you know, it does build, you know, attention to both artists. And at the end of the day, I see people like back when Summers and Sofego were beefing. I mean, I think there would be some who quote unquote picked sides, but for the most part, people just like listening to both of the artists, and, you know, seeing artists diss each other. I think, you know, at the end of the day, it's just it helps both of the artists when it's nothing too serious. It doesn't really happen in our scene that much. It's super like, if it does, I don't know, it's mostly just Twitter beefing that happens in this scene. But yeah, it was cool to see it in the other scene because it was never anything too crazy. Alright, so Half Evil, I've been keeping up with, or, you know, somewhat keeping up with them since just around the beginning of their creation in like 2017. I was just a producer back then, and just, you know, not too big, but like I saw a bunch of Half Evil shirts on my timeline one day, and I was like looking into the brand, and I'm like, damn, this brand's really cool. I mean, I was just like 17. I really didn't even have money to be spending, so I just appreciated their art back when I was a kid. And just like a few months ago, I remembered, oh, Half Evil, I can actually buy clothes from them again, or now. Because I bought the We Shoot Racist shirt last summer, and then I completely forgot about it again. And then, you know, recently I've started, I think they've had 4 drops since I've been keeping up with them again, and I've bought a lot of stuff from each drop. Um, and I really just like the brand a lot. I think it's really cool, well-rounded, very respected. I like the brand a lot. Some other brands that I like are Foul Play, a really cool brand. I know Ramirez, underground legend, reps them a lot. I have their hoodie on right now. And who else? I follow a few Inferno Studios, very good shirts. I love the quality of their shit. Unwanted is another cool brand that I like. They do t-shirts that are all over print, and I haven't gotten mine yet. I just ordered it from the last drop, and I can't wait till that one comes in because they look really cool. But those are just like 3 or 4 brands that I'm really into. So up until about 2020, I was kind of by myself. I was in a few Instagram group chats, but didn't have any actual friends that I would talk to a lot. I had a few, but you know, it wasn't anything too crazy. And around the beginning of 2020 is when I started noticing like a shift in where my music was being listened to from. And I started noticing like Novagang and stuff like that. I would hear the Mom World tag, which is something crazy. A lot of people don't remember. And I knew about a lot of artists, and I would listen to them because I was fans. Early 2020. But then around May, Glaive DM'd me and asked me what was my Discord. And he added me to Mom World, which was a Discord server I was in last summer. Really a lot of big names, you know, that are big now. We were all really small back then. Even Glaive had like not even 1,000 followers at the time. He added me into the Mom World server, and you know, I just clicked with everybody instantly. And a few people already knew me because, you know, my name was around, but I was kind of like known by some people, but I wasn't anything too crazy. But you know, I clicked with everybody, became friends with everybody, and they're some of my closest friends now, just getting in those servers with them. So really shout out to Glaive for adding me to Mom World. That was a time. There's never gonna be a time like that, like last summer. So it used to be my versatility, but everybody's really versatile these days. I think the only thing that really makes me different is I'm able to like produce in different styles, you know, like alternative rock, like club stuff, plug. I like making plug, and just a bunch of different styles. I'm able to produce whatever style I feel like producing, and I guess that's kind of what makes me different. Instead of having to reach out to different style of producers, I can just essentially do it all myself. So that's kind of, I think, what makes me, you know, a little different than a lot of my peers. So Busch Gardens is an amusement park. I know they have one in Tampa, Florida, but I go to the one in Virginia because it's only like 3 hours away. It's really fun. If you don't go on the weekend, it should be, or like a busy day, it should be really fun. My favorite roller coaster is there. I've ridden a bunch of roller coasters, but that's definitely, they have my favorite one. I think it's called Verbolten or something like that. Best roller coaster I've been on so far. Very weird roller coaster. I'd recommend it. It's really cool. It's Busch Gardens is like it's like a whole city of different things. There's like there's different countries. There's like 5 different countries in each section of the park. So there's like Italy, there's Germany, there's France, and there's like 2 other countries. I'm not sure. But it's just like it's a really cool park. I'd recommend it if anybody can get to Virginia, to definitely go there. Usually I go to Kings Dominion though. I'm gonna go there later this month. Another amusement park, not as big as Busch Gardens, I don't think, but still really fun. So yeah, I definitely recommend Busch Gardens. So Noheart, I joined September 2019. I just that's back when I was like still alone, wasn't really friends with anybody, and Tyler, the owner of Noheart, just asked me one day if I wanted to join, and I was like, sure, fuck it, let's go, because I wasn't a part of anything really, and that's where I met Mental and Blixty and Draft 2K, the owner, and and Kamo, a bunch of artists really, and really cool people. That was like my first friend group that I made. Um, Pretty much No Heart is just a bunch of friends who make music and just really have their own paths with what they do, and that's really just like that's where my first love is at with No Heart. Love them a lot. That's my family. And Novagang, that's something I found like early 2020. First song I listened to was Wake Up by Waze, and I would listen to that song like 20 times in a row, and I just like fell in love with everything Novagang like early 2020, and I kind of just kept working on my music, and then I got added December 2020, day before my birthday, December 30th, and Nova, I mean, we all know Nova is like one of the most known things about this scene. Definitely one of the biggest collectives. I know it's kind of like settled down now, but there's like some new stuff in the works, and Novagang's gonna shoot right back up. There's a bunch of things in the works, and it's really like the I don't know what the phrase is, but definitely like front of the scene. They really helped shape a lot for the scene.
This is a cult murder.
I don't really have too many collaborations. It's not too often that I collab. Not that I don't want to. I'd love to. It's the way I work, I guess. But out of who I've collabed a lot with, so there's an artist named Trev Moss. He's cool, or Trev Mass. I really don't even know how to pronounce. I just know the first name is Trev. I have like 4, 5, 6 songs with him. Definitely one of my favorites to collab with. From the songs I've made with Mental, really, really fun person to collab with. I can't really even name off the top of my head how many people I've collaborated with, but definitely I know Trev, I've collabed with him like 6 times already. So every time he sends me something and I get on it, it's like instantly hard. So definitely one of my favorite people to collab with. I would definitely love to meet just anybody who, I really can't name them off the top of my head, but that they'd know who they are. Just people I talk to all the time. I definitely in the fall, I really think I'd meet a good chunk of them, and I'll probably go to the Overcast show, even though I don't have tickets, to meet up with people I've been friends with for like a year, almost 2 years now, and just finally get to meet them. That would be really cool. So pretty much anybody who's really big in the scene, who I'm also big with, those people for sure. People I've been friends with since last year. Some of my closest friends. So in like 3 years, that would be like 2024. I definitely see myself as I think I'd be in a pretty good position. Just nothing mainstream. I've never really wanted anything like that, but definitely like just a steady, growing pace. I'll definitely be in a really good position. I'm just chilling like I am now, making music and just dropping it whenever I want. And I'll definitely have a house by then. Won't have a kid yet, I'm sure. I'll save that till I'm like 25. But definitely I'll be a very notable character in music that like there's artists that I look up to who are like not mainstream, but we're coming up with a big scene, who are just chilling, like Night Lavelle, Ghostmane, Ramirez, big artists, but very low key also. I see myself as like a very low key artist, probably like
I don't know, like some like 1 million monthly listeners, something like that. Just chilling, really.